Kia ora, hello, welcome everyone to the stream. Great to have you all here. Hello Joel, hello Shane, welcome in Gamer Pro, thanks for being here. And Anthony, thank you for being here too, appreciate it. So we are back on Estância São with our Nexat equipment. And yeah, had a bit of fun at the end of the last stream, but resetting the machines seems to have fixed it. So yeah, things are working a bit better now. Perfectly Imperfect Gamer, hello, welcome in. Great to have you here. Enjoyed your video with the rescue ship. That was absolutely fantastic. Anthony, yes, has been a while. Hope you are well. Right, so I think we've done the spraying on this, so we just need to give it some fertilizer. Yeah, Shane, it's been an interesting week. I developed a bit of a cold, so yeah, had a few days off work. So still sort of a little bit affected by it, but feeling a bit better. Right, so let's... Yep, wrong one. Let's get this into work mode. Joel, already done. Already updated the members page. Yeah, like I say, I've sort of got a bit of a system now for updating the pages, and it doesn't seem to take that long, except for remembering where certain bits are in DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, redid the logo, sort of updated it a bit, gave it a bit more vibrance. And I think it fits in well with the thumbnails and how I've got the thumbnails working. So this is a multiplayer stream if anyone does want to join. There is some corn to harvest as well, but the catch is it is console friendly, but the consoles have to have the Nexat and the Plains and Prairie pack installed, which are paid DLCs. It also needs Precision Farming, which is a free DLC. No worries, Shane. Yeah, we're coming right though. Hopefully, this is the second cold I've had this season, so hopefully that's all of them out of the way. Can't be that many of them out there. And Anthony just brought Halo for PS5 finally after 25 years. Yeah, Halo was definitely the Xbox exclusive, wasn't it? Well, thanks, Anthony. Appreciate it. I'm glad you like the change. I thought I'd update the tractor to look more like a Massey Ferguson. So that's what we did without putting too much, without using the trademark Massey Ferguson branding. You walked away for some cold drink. Good on you. So is it fairly warm where you are, Shane? Because it's cold here. It's going to get down to -3 again tonight, apparently, which but our area is actually really cold. It's -3 degrees centigrade. I think that's about maybe 28 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. I think 32 is freezing, isn't it? In Fahrenheit, whereas in centigrade, 0 is freezing water. And yeah, more excited for the Forza Horizon on the PlayStation. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on Game Pass, but I'm on the slightly cheaper Game Pass, which doesn't have Forza Horizon, so I'm a little bit annoyed about that. If yeah, Microsoft are going to be silly beggars like that, then I'm not happy about that. They bumped up the price of the Game Pass for a ridiculous amount of money a month, and now they're trying to force everyone on it by making games exclusively only on the expensive Game Pass. So yeah, I'm keeping my eye out on the Steam box. I'm quite happy to drop kick Xbox. Yeah, PlayStation going digital only is a bit of a pain. It's going to kill the second-hand market, definitely. I know I've brought a few second-hand games. Excuse me. So it's basically based on greed. It's sort of like every second-hand game that they see being sold is a game that they think they're not getting paid for. What they don't realize is that most people didn't buy the game to begin with because they couldn't afford it or didn't want to pay that much money for it. And that's likely to continue. It just means people won't be playing that particular game. They keep saying about that, but I don't see it happening. About the Xbox making a hybrid PC console thing. Yeah, if I had the money, I'd buy a PC right now, but I'm broke. Yeah, I know what you mean. It is expensive to set up a good gaming PC. Although I have to say I am keeping an eye on the Steam box, and that is looking promising. So we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. I'll be quite happy to drop kick Xbox and go on to a Steam box. Script mods for one thing, and the other thing is you don't have to pay a monthly subscription to have online game playing. So it's a win-win situation. Yeah, Joel, you're on premium. Yeah. Yeah, just can't afford Ultimate. It's just way too expensive. Hey, Cher, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here. Anthony, yeah, retail stores are going to make it almost impossible for Sony going completely digital. Yeah, I hope they do, because I've got to safeguard their thing too, you know? It's sort of like, if they're just selling a box with a code, nah, that's not right. Yeah, feeling a bit better there, Cher. Thanks for that. Still not 100%, but I missed not streaming, so just wanted to get back into streaming again. And thank you to AI for making it so expensive. Yes, yes, that is the problem. It has made everything quite expensive. Yeah, bit hard to say, because I actually just upgraded certain parts of my system board, so I didn't buy a new system board. I just brought a power supply and graphics card, some more RAM, and a CPU. And I think in the end I still spent nearly maybe 2.5 grand just on those parts. Biggest cost, of course, was the graphics card. To play FS19, you really don't need a beast of a PC. I had a Lenovo ThinkCentre M83 and upgraded it. Yeah, FS19 is a lot lighter. I was even able to play FS22 on my previous setup, but as soon as FS25 came out, it just wasn't happening on the graphics card that I had. Yeah, Shane. Yeah, I know what you mean. Going digital only is not good for the consumer. But then Sony's never been good for the consumer. 16 gig of RAM, and put Wi-Fi and Bluetooth the card in it. Yeah, 16 gig is about minimum you can have now. And Anthony, I think they tried when they first created the PS5 Pro, but got stopped there in the tracks. Yeah. Excuse me. Hey, Nakura17, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to have you there on our vertical stream. And Share, I can now comment on your video. I'll have to do that then. Sorry, I haven't been able to. I've been busy doing a few other things, updating my credit roll for one, and yeah. Meanwhile, Kiwi's over here rocking 64 GBs of RAM. Yeah. That was because at the time 64 was not that much more expensive than 32, so I thought I would go that way. And I am reasonably happy I did, especially with the way the RAM prices have gone. So yeah, and Farmhand Andy, good morning, welcome in. Liked both on the way in, awesome, thank you so much. Just to remind everyone, hit that like button if you haven't done so yet. Really does help the channel. Hey, Eric the Crazy Viking, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here. Hope you tell us. I've probably done that misservice in my pronunciation, but it's a kind of map where you can use the bigger equipment. So I'm using the Plains and Prairies and the Nexat. So yeah, and it is multiplayer. If people want to join, you just need the Nexat Pack and the Plains and Prairies. And Shane, yeah, to think in 2020 to buy a good PC would have been $1,000. Yeah. Yeah, Carlos lost his car. Yep. That's the one. We're trying to find it. Excuse me. Am I correct with the PS5 Pro trying to go digital? Or you're not sure? No, I have definitely heard that too. I don't know if it's the PS5 or if it's going to be the next generation, but Sony are definitely talking about going digital only. So we've got some fields here of black beans. So yeah, we should be able to hopefully harvest this before winter time. Kind of comforting myself with leftover brisket with grantine cream garlic potatoes and broccolina with homemade whiskey sauce. Oh, that sounds good, Eric. That does sound really good. And Shane, in 2028 days are going digital only, but they did try going digital with the PS5 Pro and PS5 Slim. Yeah, yeah, and Xbox went digital with their lower cost Xbox Series S. That doesn't have a disc drive in it at all. And Eric, haven't gotten much sleep, so why not? Yeah, yeah, why not? Yeah, I had a bad night the other night too. Just was up all night coughing, so ended up leaving the wife with some peace and quiet, and I came down to the lounge and tried to sleep on the couch. Yeah, I've actually got a small amount of whiskey here for medicinal purposes only, so yeah. But it may be a good excuse for some of the ways I drive later on, maybe, I don't know. And Cher, you're an Xbox girl? Yeah, we're an Xbox family. I was a PlayStation guy, had the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, but I was really disappointed with the PlayStation 3. It didn't have the same amount of software and games that the PlayStation 2 had. So yeah, we got a good deal on an Xbox, and it's been good. But I'm definitely still thinking about the Steam box. And perfectly imperfect. Last night I went through a full bottle of oxygen. Need the oxygen company to do an emergency weekend delivery. Sorry to hear that, mate. You take care. So I'm doing the same. I'm comfort eating right now. Yeah. And love my PS5. Yeah, Anthony. Yeah, fair enough. I think the games are better now, but PS3 there was not a lot of games. It was really quite disappointing. And Shane, it's fine. Yep. And Share Steam box, a bit expensive. Yeah, I guess you've got to factor into the price. How much you're going to have to pay to access online playing with the Xbox. So yeah, I think it's all a bit relative, really. You might pay a bit more for the hardware with the Steam box, but you don't have to pay a monthly subscription with it. So Anthony, am I going to stream Halo? No, probably not. I'm sort of more of a farm sim guy. I used to play those sort of games, but I just find I like to relax and just chill, and I can do that with farm sim, where the games like Halo and all that, you just get yourself really pumped up with adrenaline. and then when you try to get some sleep, it's like it ain't happening because you've got that much adrenaline surging through you that yeah. So I haven't played games like that for a while, to be honest. And yeah, catch up. I'm not as complex as Viking ham sandwich with pickle mustard sauce. Hey, that sounds good anyway. Perfectly imperfect. No, that sounds awesome. But yeah, Eric definitely knows how to look after himself, and from what I've seen, he's a fantastic cook. So yeah, very jealous. And Aviator of Paper Magic, hello, welcome in, g'day. Thank you for joining. Nothing wrong with that. Perfectly imperfect gamer. Sorry, mate. I just can't call you that other word. I just can't. And can I ask what kind of adult beverages do you guys prefer? You're a beer guy? Yep. I'm sort of beer and whiskey. I quite enjoy a good whiskey, usually an Irish whiskey, if I can. But I will settle for a Scotch. But I do find the American bourbon to be a bit rough and unfinished. But yeah, that's just my personal tastes. And yep, yeah, Aviator of Paper Magic. Yeah, Eric was very generous the other night with that. Thank you, Eric. I hear you would be a fun weekend stream. Yeah, it would be a fun weekend stream, I guess. Yep, Nightbot's blotting out some words, doesn't like the word alcohol. So, Share, you like alcohol-free wine? That's good. And Perfectly Imperfect, your food always sounds and looks so good, Viking. It does. It definitely does. And Anthony, you like Shay, Yingling, Light, and Tan. Yeah, if I'm drinking a beer, I like a darker beer. So I don't mind the Guinness, but New Zealand has a company called Spates, and they make a dark beer as well, and it's quite nice. There's also another company called Monteith, and they make a nice dark beer. But yeah, I'm not really into the lagers much. Everyone goes on about how great Heineken is and that sort of thing, and it's sort of like it's not my idea of fun. And then Share, hey, Perfectly Imperfect Gamer. And Shane, sometimes me and my friends, when we are drinking, would do a Jägermeister shot with Red Bull. Sounds like a pretty lethal mix. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so I'm not too sure what happened in the end of the other stream, but we just couldn't connect this up to the module for harvesting. Just wouldn't connect. So I reset both to the shop and it connected straight away, no problem. So something must have got mixed up. Yeah. Let's just say it tastes like cough medicine. Yeah. Sorry. Hey, Eric. One, don't destroy Jagmeister with crazy Red Bull. That's an outrage. It sounds like it'd be the same as adding Red Bull to a nice Irish whiskey. That would be an outrage as well. My family usually wants to add Coke to their whiskey, and it's sort of like, no, you don't even have water with it. Come on. It's got to be straight. We're probably going to get a bit off this field in the way of corn. Eric, if I don't do that, I'm very drunk. Also called a Jager bomb. Right, yep. And Cher, you're going to try and post some more concert videos over the weekend. Oh, look out for those, Cher. That will be awesome. And yeah, Shane, there's one game that came out today. It looks good. Water Park Simulator 25. And it's only 15 New Zealand dollars. That's all right. Hey, Eric. Shot glass of Jägermeister in a 0.8 beer mug with vodka works better. That's the Viking way. Sounds lethal. Let's see how the Vikings got their Berserker class. And yep, it's on PS5, that game. Nice. Yeah, I see Project Motor Racing has just released a new patch and it's getting some fairly good reviews. Maybe they're finally sorting out their crap, I don't know. But they did release the Holden Commodore to compete with the Ford Falcon. So yeah, that would make some interesting races, especially around the Bathurst track. Yeah, fairly big field of corn, this one. Would have made an amazing amount of silage. But I'll be honest, I just couldn't be bothered compacting it all. It's just Water Park Simulator and it's $20. No worries. And Open Road Odyssey, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here. 14 in the horizontal and 7 in the vertical. Great to have you all here. Don't forget to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. And I've just seen that we've got a new subscriber. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Thank you for subscribing. And I hope your Saturday is going well. Hope everyone's Saturday is going well. I spent some time today updating my honor roll on the credits. So yeah, thank you to Eric the Crazy Viking for that. And I mean that in a nice way, Eric. Gave me some good practice in DaVinci. I need all the practice I can get. I was trying to remember what I did last time. That was the fun bit. But yeah, definitely get a lot of corn all at once with this machine, and yeah, it's just a shame there's no cameras. It's sort of like, yeah, there is a fantastic mod that puts cameras in a lot of different vehicles, but obviously the Nexat they can't do because it's locked, it's encrypted, so they can't get the cameras working. And yeah, Open Road, welcome to the new people, definitely. Shane, no, I don't have moderators listed in the opening credits. Yeah, it's just more of a reward for those that have joined the channel as members, or do gifts or jewels, that sort of thing. Okay, so yeah, on the mini map, that's the yield. So orange is not so great. So it will depend on the can't get my brain into gear. Depends on the soil type as to what kind of yield you'll have. And yeah, share. I have to go to work. Catch you tomorrow. Left a like. Awesome share. Thank you so much. Sorry. Yeah, and Anthony, it looks like animated like the way they have today's cartoons. Not a big fan of it. Yeah, it just gives you an idea. There is a mod on PC that you can change what the yield map is showing. Winnie Sanel. Bonga. Sorry, I've mispronounced that. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here. Hope your Saturday is going well. And I do apologize with my pronunciation. I have trouble pronouncing English. Definitely a machine that you'd use with GPS. Definitely a GPS machine. And now I have to run all the way up here to get my tractor. Oh, good to hear there. English is hard. It is. And Black Mamba, hello, welcome in. And yeah, English can be hard because it's a mixture of different words or different languages. English has borrowed so many different words from the French, the Vikings, the Scandinavians, and they've all brought their own particular spelling in as well. So what would be a rule for one word is not always a rule for another word. Yeah, Shane, Afrikaans is much easier. Oh, I don't doubt that. These tractors are great, but they're just so slow. When I was doing my Judith Plains playthrough with the Plains and Prairies pack, a perfect map for it, but it was a 4X, so you can imagine trying to get, if you're doing a contract business, which I was doing, you can imagine trying to get from one end of the map to the other with a tractor doing 24 kilometers per hour. It was painful. Yeah, and Anthony, you saw them both? Oh. Yeah, Anthony, gonna play some Halo. Good on you, mate. We'll catch you later. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate it. If you haven't hit that like button yet, if you could, that'd be fantastic. Yes, I'm on the third headland at the moment. So we're going to get quite a bit of corn off this field by the looks of it. So yeah, that is the Nexat. I think it's possibly German design. But if you want to see one working in real life, Laura Farms has a YouTube channel. They farm in Nebraska, and she did a episode on the Nexat. A neighbour had a Nexat come in to do some planting, I think it was, and yeah, she was able to video it. So if you want to see a real life Nexat working, look up Laura Farms. Yeah, so that's 60,000 litres, and that was basically 2 tank loads on the Nexat, and there's probably a little bit left in the tank. I wouldn't have emptied it out fully. And Serena Earth, good morning, welcome in, thank you for joining, great to have you here. Hope your Saturday is starting well. So it will be interesting to see what other Fords we're getting. I saw that they had a South American New Holland, which isn't really a Ford, but they have said there'd be other Fords. So And someone did say that there's going to be a Mustang, so that'll be interesting. Recently watched a farmer in Canada, and he went to a farm show in their area, and the Welker's Big Bud and the Nexat were there. Ah, awesome. Yeah, the Nexat's definitely made for the big prairies, for sure. Hey, thank you for that, Kwasani. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Appreciate the subscription. So this is a multiplayer stream, but the catch is you have to have the Nexat and the Plains and Prairies pack, which for some can be a bit difficult. I do appreciate that. Right, wow, that's the truck full. So we have 80,000 litres of corn. This could take a while. And this truck is a little bit underpowered. Probably should connect the Volvo up to it. It's got a little bit more power. Hey, Sick Dog, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you are having a fantastic Saturday. And hey, a big welcome to everyone that is in our horizontal and our vertical stream. If you want to jump into the chat and say hi, you're more than welcome to. And if you haven't hit that like yet, that would be fantastic as well. It's a thing that YouTube looks for. If it sees people liking it, then yeah. And you see the trailer of the tractor? Yeah, it's a big trailer, this one. Oh, you mean the chaser bin, maybe? Yeah, that's a big chaser bin as well. Went for big equipment on this one. Hey Shane, you liked the stream, so you liked the stream. Awesome. Hey, awesome. It looks like someone parked a dirty great Nexat in the way. I wonder who'd do that. Freaking out when it unloaded. Yeah. Yeah, you sort of feel like the animations are a bit slow, and yeah, you sort of think you're spilling it, but fortunately you're not. You Mayanto, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. And Shane, it was definitely not you, Kiwi. No, definitely not me that parked it in the way. If I ever catch up with who parked it in the way, they'll be in big trouble. I used to drive trucks like this that would slow down to a crawl on the slightest bit of hill. I think there's a ghost in my save. Yeah, there might be. I think those water buffalo that I've got there are ghosts because they're just not going up in health at all. They've got feed and they've got water, but they're just not producing milk and not getting to 100% health. Hey, yeah, you gonna buy that trailer? Yeah, it's available as base game, so I'm pretty sure it was base game. I'm not too sure when the best time to sell corn is, but I can tell you it probably won't be now. Yeah, no, thanks for joining, Quinasani. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Yeah, and we'll hopefully catch you next time. That is a lot of corn. And Shane, I'm finally finishing with a 42 hectare field of oats on Elmer, Missouri. Oh, that would take a while. That would definitely take a while. Yeah, so I usually stream on Saturday and Sunday, do multiplayer streams, and then on a Wednesday and a Friday, Wednesday to Friday, I do a playthrough stream where I'm doing a start from scratch series. Well, I'm definitely past the stage of starting from scratch at the moment. Usually start at about 8 p.m. New Zealand time. So depending on where you are in the world will depend on what time on those days. Usually probably be morning, but yeah, so that's the times that I will usually be streaming. And Wasdale time lapse, kia ora, hello, welcome in. How am I feeling today? Yeah, not too bad, a little bit croaky, but I'm doing okay. I had some medicinal whiskey, so that's my excuse for my driving now. And yeah, so and Shane, only 3 more big fields to do, then I need to plant some soybeans in. Yeah. Don't forget to mulch first and to lime. And if you can, direct drill. I think there is a direct drill planter, but you need a fairly high horsepower tractor for that. If you're doing the big fields, you've probably got some fairly big equipment anyway. Wasdale, no one's in the game with me. I don't think anyone's got the Nexat Pack, which is probably understandable. Would have I purchased it separately if it wasn't part of the season pass? I'm not too sure, but I got it as part of the season pass, so I didn't really have a lot of choice. I prepaid for it. I do limes and I do direct seed, but I don't really mulch. Yeah, fair enough. The way my brain's wired, I have to mulch. If there's something you have to do, or something you can do, then I have to do it. Just the way my brain's wired up. So do you have precision farming? Because I find putting lime down's a lot easier when you got precision farming. Yeah, precision farming. I don't play Farming Simulator without it. I'm the same. As soon as it got released, it was installed and instantly implemented. I find I have to have it on. Yeah, Shane, definitely. It's one of my favourite mods as well. Just adds so much to the game. And I find with the spending the extra money on the weed seeker, it really does pay for itself, because you save yourself so much weed killer. And people, this is just water, it's not vodka. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of vodka. Yeah, it was. It was actually amazing. Like they were outside of the cab when they were connecting it. It was all being done by remote control. So it's definitely the kind of machine that you can legitimately run in third person mode rather than in cab, especially if you're connecting it up. Actually, I'm missing my mod that shows how much fuel I'm using. It'd probably be scary how much fuel this thing uses. Ah, you meant the precision farming stuff. Yeah, yeah, that would be impressive as well. We've got a field of sunflowers over there. And I've just got an email. Apparently 4 people have noticed me on LinkedIn. Exciting stuff. Not really. Farmhand Andy's still here. Just had breakfast and waking up. Yeah. Yeah, I was like that this morning. Jumped in and watched your stream after you'd finished streaming. I was still asleep when you were streaming. So, but yeah, jumped in, hit the like. It was a good stream. Kept it going in the background. A late morning, early morning kind of night. Yep. Yeah, I caught some of Mouse's stream as well, and yeah, then he was saying, "Oh, it's 1 a.m. I'll be finishing," and then I see him pop up into FS Farmer's stream. Yeah, got into playing Fortnite duos with brother. Got off at 5 a.m. in bed at 6, up at 9. Yeah, I don't bounce back from those like I used to, I tell you. I used to do that when I was playing Civilizations. Just one more turn, just one more turn. Got to conquer the city, one more turn. And before you knew it, it was 2, 3 a.m. in the morning, and you got to be up at 6 to get ready for work. So, yeah. Yeah, it made for an interesting work day. But yeah, it definitely doesn't work like that now for me. All right, let's put some links in anyway. Wasdales does some fantastic videos with the night sky and the star trails. And Eric the Crazy Viking does some amazing videos, very good with heavy equipment, tree felling and that sort of thing. So yeah, definitely check out his channel, and it's a fairly cruisy stream, so well worth checking out. And check out Perfectly Imperfect Gamer. He's doing a few videos on the ship simulator. And as he is actually a qualified captain, it's actually quite educational to watch and great to see. So yeah, definitely check out his channel as well. And another channel to check out is Farmhand Andy. Does some great streams, currently on Saxlingham, and does a great job on that one. And yeah, we're just talking about you, FS Farmer. Your ears must have been burning. I'll just put your link in the chat. FS Farmer is the authority on horseplay and auto drive. If you want to watch some workers working in unison and just doing a fantastic job. His stream is definitely one to check out. Yeah, Farmhand Andy, we're definitely lucky to have some great content creators. There is quite a number of them. So if I have forgotten someone, please give me a shout out. It's not intentional. Just for memory. So if you'd like a shout out, if anyone's in the stream and not in the chat, feel free to jump in and be quite happy to give you a shout out. Especially if you have a channel that is dedicated to some sort of simulation, ship, train, American Euro truck simulator, or farm simulator for that matter. I think you guys would know by now that Farming Simulator is probably my favourite game. Oh, for some reason, Farmman Andy, your chat didn't come through, but yeah. And yeah, FS Farmer, I haven't run much courseplay, etc. on Whitcomb. Well, not with multiple harvesters on one field anyway. Just not the map that, unlike Judith. Definitely, yeah, you're right there. Whitcomb Park is not the kind of map that you'd be running multiple harvesters on. Like I say, Judith definitely lends itself to that. This map could also be a candidate for that. It is a fairly large fields on it. Hey, and we've got 21 in our horizontal stream, 10 in our vertical. Thank you to everyone for joining. Great to have you all here. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please do. It's really important to YouTube, apparently. So yeah, and if you want to subscribe, feel free to do that as well. It doesn't cost anything, and it definitely helps the channel as well. Just going to refresh the stream that's sitting on my monitor. So far we've got 12 likes, so that's awesome. Yet, just downloaded that pastures mod. Do you know the name of the mod that stops flying cows, etc.? Yeah, I think that was in the released in Mod Hub just recently. So I think you can probably find it in Mod Hub, but apparently Giant said they'd fixed it with the latest patch. But maybe they haven't if you've still got flying cows. Yeah, I'll probably wait till I've got a map that I'm going to be doing cows on again, and I'll look at putting that mod in then. But yeah, my current playthroughs, I'm not doing cows, so... But yeah, we're saving up. I've worked out we're probably going to need about $1.5 million to do the next stage of what I want to do on that map. So yeah, we'll see how we go with that. Haven't tried it, but if I do, it will be in the steep field, which normally causes flying animals. Yeah. Hey, Lone Wolves, welcome in. Great to have you here. Thank you for jumping in. Appreciate it. And thank you for being a member for 14 months. Thank you so much. I'll just put your link in the chat. Yeah, check out Lone Wolf's channel. He does a few game streams, so yeah, check out his channel. And has been a great friend of the channel for a long time. 60,000 litres of corn is quite heavy. Especially when giants can't get the gear ratios right. I wonder if it'll go better on the road rather than on the field. This is painful. I'm going to have to switch on the manual gearbox. The artificial logic just isn't working. Hey Shane, your inspirational videos have been helping me through a tough time. Oh, that's good to hear, Shane. Hey Wildheart, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you are having a fantastic Saturday. I'm sure Lone will be really happy to hear that. That's why he puts them up there, to try and help people. Now, settings. I've got to find the gearbox. Where is that? There is a mod, but it is PC gear shift. Here we go, manual. It's a bit better. I can hold it in the gear. Sorry guys, trying to mute whenever I cough, but sometimes it doesn't quite work. Yeah, it's a fairly big grain cart, but I'm not too sure. I think I almost prefer the Demcos. If I go into the shop, I think I got the grain cart because it does a bit more fruit. So I think, yeah, the Hallmaster is probably, or the Brent maybe. Yeah, that does 88. That's a big monster. But I've got the Amity, and it does way more. It basically does everything. So it's a little bit more versatile. So yeah, we've got a sugarcane harvest coming up too. The only problem you have with the Brent grain cart is it unloads really slow. Yeah, I suppose the amount of grain that it contains, it is reasonably fast, but yeah, it'll be quite slow. Yeah, Shane, you want some more Case and New Holland stuff? Getting too much John Deere? Yeah, well, it sounds like we're getting a John Deere sugarcane harvester too, a two-row one instead of a one-row. So, yeah, that could be interesting. But I'll probably have the sugarcane ready to harvest before that comes out. So, yeah, 'cause we won't see that till October. But October's not that far away. You know, we're what, August now? So we've got a little less than 3 months. Of course, you can always go the Colossus way. So, yeah. Farmhand Andy, Pumps and Hoses is out September. Yeah, I haven't heard that confirmed yet, so I couldn't say for sure. You may have heard something I haven't. To be honest, I'm not overly excited about Pumps and Hoses. I definitely didn't feel like purchasing it. It just seemed too fiddly for me, laying hoses down. I know that they do it in real life. Tom Pemberton has a video where they actually did that in real life because of the reduced compaction on his fields, because of his high water table. They needed to do something like that, so I know it is something that is used in real life. I just couldn't be bothered paying money for it. Whether I'll use it or not, because it'll probably be, well, generally if it's a paid DLC in a previous version of the game, it's generally released as a free DLC. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I might use it, I might not. Just got a message in Discord. Right. So Pumps and Hoses is out in September, and we get our new map in October. And then it'll be the release of probably a new game in November the year after. Which will be great, because then we'll get another broken game that'll need lots of patches to fix it. That'll take 12 to 18 months to get it settled down again. And then we'll have to wait for things like precision farming to be released, and with our other favourite mods. So, yeah. Am I excited for a new game? Not really. Will I get the new game? Probably. Yeah, the fun of being a farm simulator addict. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think I've purchased about 3 copies of Farming Simulator 25. 1 copy on the Xbox, 1 copy directly from Giants, so I could get the digital download so that I could play it on day one, and a copy from Amazon so that I could get the collector's edition, so I could get the key, which I do use. I think the key was a better collector's edition module than the beacon. Couldn't think of anything more ghastly than to be having a flashing light in your face while you're playing the game. I just didn't see much sense in that one, but the key, that did make sense. Yeah, Farmhand Andy, I'll leave 28 for a year and wait for mods and fixes. Yeah, that would be tempting to do, but you sort of, I guess when you're streaming, everyone wants to see the latest and greatest, so yeah, I don't know whether as a streamer you can really do that. As a player, it makes perfect sense, but as a streamer, I'm not too sure. Yeah, Shane did that with Farming Simulator 25. Definitely the good thing to do. It was painful playing 25 to begin with. So many things were broken. The hail was broken. Yeah, there was just so many things broken. FS Farmer day 1 for you. Yeah. Besides, it's fun to have play the game and complain that it's broken. And complain that we're ain't nothing but a bunch of free beta testers for them. Yeah, FS Farmer, only chance to play vanilla before the mod folder becomes a monster. Yeah. That's why I use a mod manager, so that I have lots of folders that are monsters instead of one big folder that's one big monster. Makes finding the mods that are breaking it a bit easier. Even now, it still won't be a giant update without them breaking something. Oh, I know. Every time I get the downloader saying, "Oh, we're updating," it's like, "Oh, great! What are you breaking now?" Oh, we're fixing this Xbox issue. Oh, that's great. I'm on PC. How does that affect me? For me, 22 was the worst. It really wasn't fit for release. Yeah. Mind you, 19 was a problem as well. You know, they tried to implement the ability to landscape, and it was completely broken. Yeah, yeah, you were on the PS4 until FS25. Yeah, I started on 17 on PC, 19 on PC, 22 on PC. Did have 22 on the Xbox for the kids, but it was painful without the GPS. Poor old thing pulling all that weight. Yeah. And it's only an 8-speed gearbox. Yeah, Shane, can't play Farming Simulator without GPS now. Definitely. I actually think I enjoy playing Farming Simulator 25 more than I enjoyed 22. Because I was using Courseplay a lot on 22, but I was missing the actual tactile feel of driving the tractor. It was very much a just being a manager, and getting workers to drive for you all the time. And I actually prefer jumping into the cab and actually driving some of the times. So I'd have to say that since Farming Simulator 25, I'm actually doing a lot more tractor work myself. And I've actually found that the workers aren't too bad, so I'm not finding I need horseplay for the workers. Good thing you've not got ADS on the map. Yeah. Yeah, it is a good thing. Making everything work hard. Repair bill would be horrendous. Yeah, one of the advantages of having a cross-play multiplayer game is I can't have ADS on it. Although I do like that mod, it adds a whole new level of simulation. Definitely like it. AFS Farmer, you quite often use Giants workers. Yeah, they're not too bad. They generally get the job done. They're definitely a bit better than what they used to be, that's for sure. Yeah, I think what I like with the advanced damage system too is the daily checks you need to do before you start your tractor. I find that quite good. Yeah, and Shane, and like usual, I got hit by a train in Farming Simulator and it sent me flying. Yeah, trains do that. Wait till the Giants update bogs all your tractors down and you wonder why ADS costs your farm 100 grand a month. At least the very latest update fixed that one thing before that. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that too. On the road, I'd be along the road, and next thing I'm sort of like bogged down and not going very fast at all. how much have we got? We've got 131 of canola. That's going to be December. About 85 of corn, and that's in January. 108 of soybeans, and that was in July. And wheat is January as well. So we've got some big payouts coming, but it's going to be a while before we can collect. And Shane, did I know that there were farms so big that they had their own dealership? No, I did not know that, but honestly, that doesn't surprise me. There are some really big farms out there in the US and in Australia and Canada. Yeah, I figured we were talking about farms here, Shane. Hey, Joel, just had dinner. Nice. Had Thai. Nice. FS Farmer got to go Kiwi, thanks. Must test my streaming resolution as it moved from 2K without any setting changes. I'll be back if successful. Take care, everyone. Cheerio. Yep. Thanks for that, FS Farmer. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate it. Hope you can get your streaming sorted. And just a reminder to everyone in our horizontal and vertical streams, if you haven't hit that like button yet, please do. It really does help with the channel. YouTube really does look for likes. And if you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to do that. It doesn't cost anything, and really does help the channel as well. It's another thing that YouTube looks for. But most of all, thank you for being here, and I hope you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, Joel, it was actually a good stream. 70 people. We actually did hit 70 people. 70 consecutive people all at the same time. But tonight hasn't been too bad either. So, yeah, welcome to everyone. Yeah, I think I saw something flash there, Wasdale. Meteor. Awesome. And Shane, hi to everyone that said hi to me. It's a friendly stream, this one. Great community. Yeah, we're currently flying through the Perseid meteor shower. Interesting. We're getting a few of those meteors flashing through there. It was too cloudy and rainy last night to catch anything. Yeah, but I bet you weren't complaining too much about the rain. I'm guessing you probably needed it. Yeah, this is a long field, man. Just refreshing my monitor stream to see if we can find out. 14 likes so far. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, Shane, can't wait for another summer. -3 is killing me. Yeah, definitely cold. -3 is cold round here. So yeah, for those that are used to Fahrenheit, when you're on the Celsius system, 0 degrees is freezing point. Whereas I think in Fahrenheit it's 32 degrees. So -3 is probably something like 28 to 30 degrees. Rough calculations, not an exact figure. So yeah, that's cold for these parts when you're not used to it. I know compared to other places, it's not very cold, but it's cold when you're not used to it. Yeah, Shane, it's not very cold. It's not that cold for America, definitely. Or if you get into northern Canada, man, that is just yeah, insane weather. Used to watch ice pilots. Used to enjoy watching the DC-3s and the Connies fly. Was it Connies or no? Can't think of the machine now, but yeah, used to watch the old birds fly, and the temperatures that they were running in was just incredibly cold. Yeah, Shane, the coldest recorded weather in Canada is -60. Is that -60 Celsius or -60 Fahrenheit? I forgot to put the pipe out. Think Canada works in Fahrenheit? Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking that too, but not sure. Yes, a minus 60 would be very cold. Very cold in Celsius. Here, Wasdale, here in the UK, they are obsessed with the hottest day. I'm sure that on the weather, they'll tell us that today is the hottest day of August. Yeah, well, for us, today was the hottest day of August too. So far. That Canada uses both metric systems. Yeah. Yeah, New Zealand sort of moved over to the metric system mid-70s, so yeah. But anyway, guys, I am going to call it a night. I'm feeling a little bit tired, so we're going to call it a night there. It is nearly 10:30 local time here, so 10:30 in the evening. So it's been great to have you all here. Thank you to everyone for joining. Appreciate it. Been great to have everyone in the chat. And yeah, if you haven't hit that like button yet, it's not too late. You can still hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more of this, hit subscribe and then you can be alerted when I go live again. And if you think someone might enjoy this video, feel free to share it with them as well. But until next time, have a good day, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world, and whatever time you're watching this. And until the next one, bye.